Hi guys, let's have a look at DE40. And you guys can see that I'm on the monthly chart, and on the monthly chart we can see that the market seems to be rejecting at that level. And the reason why the market is rejecting at that level, in my humble opinion, is because previously we had a very nice inverted head and shoulders pattern at that level, and the neckline of that head and shoulders pattern is at around this level or so, and we saw price push up, breaking that neckline and then coming down to retest the neckline of that pattern. And this area over here is a very strong area in my humble opinion because of the neckline of that inverted head and shoulders pattern, right? So let's proceed. So what else do we see in regards to the monthly chart of DEX40? I don't see much really at this point in time. So what I will do is head down to the weekly chart. Just bear with me. And here we are on the weekly chart. And the first thing that I can already see in regards to the weekly chart is that we have a very nice inverted head and shoulders pattern forming, with this being the left shoulder, this being the head, and this being the right hand shoulder. And the neckline of this particular pattern is at around this level or so. And what I would love to see happen actually is for the market to break this neckline. Should the market break this neckline, what will happen next is we will wait for price to come back to the neckline to test it, and we would look for possible buying opportunities at that level, as the anticipation is for price to move further up, right? And if you can look closely here, we have a liquidity candlestick. In fact, we have two, and it tells us that the market in the future has to reach that level to grab all of that liquidity, right? So there is scope for the market to move further up, right? But in as far as buying opportunities at this point, I don't see any at this point in time. But let's go down to the daily chart as well as the H4 chart to have a look in terms of whether or not there are any buying opportunities, right? So from here I'm just gonna head down to the daily chart. Here we are on the daily chart. Let's see. So what do we see on the daily chart? On the daily chart, we can see that we have a very nice W structure at that point, which has a neckline at that level, more or less, right? And you know, when it comes to W structures, you guys know that we want to see, or we'd like to see, the market close above the neckline and then come back to the neckline to test it. And this is where we would look for further buying opportunities, right? At this point, we can't really say that the market is closed above the neckline. Yeah, so based on that and based on the daily chart, I wouldn't buy as yet. As I said, I would wait for price to break above the neckline and then come back, and this is where we would look for further buying opportunities, as the anticipation is for the market to move further up to at least this level to finish that small W structure, right? Anyway, before you proceed, I'm just gonna add a channel to the chart, which is the daily chart. Just bear with me while I add my channel. Let's have a look. How would I add my channel? I would add my channel in this manner. I would add it in this manner. There we go. There goes our channel, more or less. Just want to make sure that it is accurate. There we go. All right, there we go. So what else do we see on this chart that we should be paying attention to? In fact, before you continue, I'm just also going to add the neckline of that W structure. We can see that the neckline is around here somewhere, right? Yeah, and let's proceed. Another thing that is also very much interesting is the fact that we had a W structure over here, and I'd said to you guys that when it comes to W structures, what normally happens is a lot of traders and investors buy on that second leg of the W structure and they place their stop losses just below. So we have a lot of liquidity at this point, or at this level, in the form of stop losses. Similarly, due to the fact that we have this W structure as well, a lot of traders and investors bought on the second leg of the W structure and they place their stop losses below. So as much as at this point in time the anticipation is for price to break above this neckline and then push further up. What may actually happen is price may still move further down to collect all of those stop losses that are located at this point or at that level, right? So just keep that in the back of your mind as we move forward. Also, we have this candlestick over here. It is also a liquidity candlestick, and it tells us that the market needs to grab that liquidity at one point or another, right? Another thing that is also very much interesting is the fact that we have a gap over here, which tells us that there is scope for price to move further up to at least that level, right? And as much as that's the case, we also have what seems to be this pattern over here, which is a head and shoulders pattern, which has a neckline at around this level or so, right? So this neckline will also act as a resistance level, and that as much as would love to see price move further up, the market may only reach this point and then move further down. So just keep that in the back of your mind as well. In fact, I'm just going to add that neckline because it is also very much important. Let's have a look. Okay, there goes our neckline as well. So what else do we see in regards to the daily chart? I'm just going to add a diagonal line as well. I just want to see if there might be a potential rejection or a test of this line in the future. So just bear with me. Let's see. Right. So we just need to ensure that we observe this diagonal line as well, because as I said, guys, that as much as we'd love to see price move further up, right, there are impediments up ahead. As you guys can see, we have this level, and we also have this diagonal line as well, which are acting as resistance levels, right? So just keep that in the back of your mind. But at this point in time, myself, as I've said, I would love to see this W structure come to completion at this level, because that's where it started, and I would love to see it end at that level, right? Anyway, let's proceed. From here, I'm just going to head down to the H4 chart. On the H4 chart, I'm just going to fix my lines just to ensure that they are as accurate as can be. There goes my channel, just bear with me. There goes my diagonal line as well, right? So here we are on the H4 chart. So what do we see on the H4 chart? What do we see? What should we be paying attention to? I don't see much really in regards to the H4 chart, although I will just add this channel as well. Let's see, how would I add my channel? Just bear with me. So there goes my channel, more or less. There goes the channel, right? So what do we see on the H4 chart? What else do we see? So we can see that the channel is about to be tested as well at this level. Yeah, but guys, remember, at this point in time, we'd love to see price continue going up, right? And in as far as buying or selling opportunities go at this point in time, I don't see any. What I would do at this point is to wait for price to actually close above this neckline and then come back to test it, and this is where I would look for possible buying opportunities to around this level first, and then the other levels as well if price breaks above this very strong resistance level, because as I've said, the anticipation is for this very nice W structure to actually end at around that level as well, you know. So that is it in as far as my analysis goes. Peace out.